We're doing our best at Lost Province Brewing in Boone, North Carolina. So, hey, Mel's anxious because we are in a loud place with not the best lighting.
Yeah,
but we're gonna make the best out of it.
It's my photographer, videographer nightmare, but
everyone is the nicest here.
Everyone is so sweet.
It has honestly been almost alarming how kind everyone has been. Every single person introduced themselves. They gave us water. They gave us a big pretzel with some beer cheese and mustard. They gave us every beer. We have a can. It's very exciting. They gave us a whole brewery tour. And we're here.
We did it. We're gonna drink all the beer. Who are you?
I'm Mel, right?
Yes.
No.
I'm Alicia.
I'm Alicia.
And I'm Mel.
And we are the co-founders of Work for Your Beer.
Woo-hoo.
And this is
We'll Take the Lot,
where we taste every single beer on the tap list at a brewery.
And I will say they did give us a disclaimer that they are running low on some beers, so they actually gave us 2 guest taps and a can. So we're gonna taste what they've got going on right now, and I'm actually really excited.
I agree, and you know, they were just telling us they're about to open a new production facility where they're gonna be able to make so much more beer so that if we come back and do another We'll Take the Lot, there will be a lot more options.
Yes.
And there will be more options for people who want to drink in-house and for people who want to buy their beer at other places.
Yeah.
So we're gonna get started with
they have like a whole hipster series,
which I love.
And so the first one is Hawaiian Hipster.
Amazing.
Starting in the top left here. And I will say we have like Hawaiian Hipster, and then we have just straight up Hipster, and then we have Magic Carpet, which are all based off of the Hipster base.
Ooh, this tastes to me like a milkshake IPA.
Ooh, I wonder if it has lactose.
I'm gonna grab my trusty phone here.
If it's Hawaiian, what could be Hawaiian about it? Pineapple? Tropical?
Coconut perhaps? Let's see.
Ooh, is that coconut?
I'm like, maybe it is.
It tastes almost like a little bit like a rum drink.
It does. It definitely does. It tastes kind of pina colada-y. All right.
That's good.
Connecting to the Wi-Fi. Here's the thing about Boone. I love it.
No signal
The network connection's not great.
Just no signal.
Okay, so Hawaiian Hipster.
What are you?
Tell me everything. Passion fruit, orange, and pink guava, purees, and lactose. I was right.
Yes. Okay.
Lactose.
So they are like big on guava here, which I love. You don't get like a ton of like just guava beers out of the bat, so it's really nice.
I agree completely. I'm very
good.
excited. I love that I was able to pick out that there was lactose.
Yo, the lactose beer trend is fucking dope right now. Like they are throwing lactose into everything, and it makes it so good. What?
Wait. Mel and I just got some very exciting news after we took the lot at Boone Shine.
Oh yeah!
Vine Pair named us one of these 16 beer experts that you should be following on Instagram.
Yes.
And I just fucking proved why.
I'm just saying.
By noting that there was lactose and that it was milkshake IPA when that was not on the tap list.
I like that they use the term expert, and then like there's like, well, I guess level 1 Cicerones. There are a couple of people in there that I hope are Cicerones just because like they're brewers. But out of all of the people, top 16. Hey!
Whoop, whoop. That's the sound of the police. Okay, great.
We're now on to just Hipster.
Regular Hipsters. I'm just gonna go into Untapped, because that seems to be where their beer list is, which is honestly very smart of people to do, because I think it just makes it easily accessible.
This is very good. Whatever hops they have in there, I like those hops.
Let's find out what it is.
Citra? Is it Citra?
I bet you it is. Hipster juice is the first thing that comes up.
Hipster juice.
It is Citra.
Fuck yeah.
El Dorado and Mosaic for big, complex, juicy pineapple, passion fruit, and mango flavors. Absolutely.
I can hit like. The pineapple is usually very prompt. Like I can usually pull pineapple as a flavor.
But I think sometimes I accidentally pull mango when it's really a different stone fruit.
It's just
I
tropical.
get tripped up. Yeah.
Tropical.
And I think my mind says if it's tropical, it's probably pineapple
or mango. Yeah. I think that's completely fair.
Now let's taste these back to back because they were just telling us. So this is the base.
Yep, the base of these two.
Is that a cocktail?
It looks like a bunch of sauces.
Not that one. On the other hand, you dope. I know know what marinara sauce looks like, thanks. I wasn't
It was a bunch of like ramekins of sauce. Is what
Okay,
I saw.
the other hand.
I didn't see the other
It's
hand.
right there.
Is it a cocktail?
Yes. Or it's just like grape juice. Very possible.
Okay. I think I like the Hawaiian hipster.
That is not surprising to me. I think I do too because I think when you add the lactose, it tastes like a dessert.
Smooths it out.
It just
really
makes it
does.
so fucking drinkable.
Yes, I agree.
Amazing.
All right, so Magic Carpet, same vibe here. Also, when they brought this flight out, I was like, this is a fucking beautiful flight.
So this one is brewed using jasmine flowers.
It smells amazing.
I'm gonna guess that jasmine's gonna pair really well with citrus.
Ooh, that one has more, out of the three of them, has the most bite on it.
It smells
But it's-
like orange juice.
I feel like it tastes more floral.
Well, jasmine's a flower, that makes sense.
But it's got a bite. It's got like an after bite.
Oh, you're right.
Right?
Of all of them, that has the most bitter aftertaste for sure.
Yes.
And it's just fuller bodied is almost what I want to say. Like it
Yeah.
feels heavier in the mouth than these
A
guys.
stronger mouth feel. I don't know. Mouth feels hard for me. I'm kind of
An
like,
oaky afterbirth.
feels like my mouth. I don't know. An oaky afterbirth.
Wayne Gretzky, my God.
Okay.
What's next? Pink Velvet.
Velvet. This is their wit beer, right?
I think it's a raspberry wheat.
Wheat, sorry. Wit wheat. Wit wheat. Wit wheat.
It says that it's gonna be a little bit tart. I'll be curious to hear if you find any tartness.
It's very minimal, but
It smells like raspberries.
it
Smell
ta-
it.
it tastes
smells like
like-
a candle.
it tastes literally just like a mouthful of raspberries. Like slightly tart, because that's what raspberries are, right? But it's good.
Wow, that's so fruity.
I feel like that's a good pool beer.
It definitely would be, and I think it would be good for like people who are not like certain of their footing with beer yet. This is a good intro
a good
beer.
fruit beer to intro them.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say I would call this a fruit beer before I would call it a wheat beer, even
Yeah.
if it is, you know, designed that way. It kind of reminds me of Sugar Creek's raspberry
Yep.
wheat.
That makes sense.
Oh, that's nice.
I have to say, we're like around other people here. Normally they put us in our own room and they're like, do your shenanigans. So like, I want to burp really loud, but I also don't want to be offensive to literally everyone around me.
Do it.
No, I already like quiet burped. You know, I just feel like maybe respecting other people eating their meals, but
I feel like you're unhappy.
oh, I'm just anxious.
Okay. I'm like, I don't know how to help this situation.
I'm just trying to yell at the camera so you guys can hear us more than anything.
Okay.
But that's okay. I'm still enjoying the beers.
Good.
I don't want to be a nuisance to other people, and I also want to be yelling at the same time. It's an interesting dynamic.
It's a quandary for sure.
Okay, so this one's blonde ale. It just says blonde ale.
It doesn't say anything else in here either.
Alright, so it's a fucking blonde ale. Let's talk about it.
A blonde ale tends to be a little on the more bitter side. A blonde is actually a Belgian
This one's
style.
good. That one feels a little lagery to me. Like very light, bright, easy drinking.
I would agree with that. I think
I don't get any sweetness or anything off of that one.
no, and I think the last blonde that we had was A and B's, and theirs has more honey. I don't
Yeah.
get much sweetness on this.
Yeah.
I think so. They were talking about their brewery is right behind us, like the actual brew house,
Right here.
and they were talking about some of the Belgian singles that they brew and things like that. So this to me tastes like very yeasty, like more of a Belgian blonde, than
Yeah.
just like a standard one.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
I feel that.
I like it. I think that's good.
This one is an Oktoberfest, and I think you're going to be very excited
love
about it. It's a
Oktoberfest.
gorgeous color. Like, it's not too dark.
Yeah, I agree. It's got a little bit of gold. It's almost like just when the leaves start to change over to orange, but they're not there yet.
This is really good.
Is it?
I like it. It's not too caramely. It's not too sweet. It's like almost, I feel like a lighter Oktoberfest, but God, you could throw back a bunch of those.
Oh my god, that's super crisp, but you get like a really strong malt, like it's a little bit biscuity, I would say, is the word, or bready.
Yeasty? No.
Not necessarily.
But are biscuits made with yeast?
I don't know, probably.
Guys,
Give me a baker. Who's a baker?
how do you make a biscuit? I don't know, because I tried once and I accidentally made dinner rolls instead.
You know, in England they call cookies biscuit.
That's true.
So is it
Yeah.
cookie?
Digestif.
Oh,
Cookies.
digestif.
Those fucking cookies are the tits.
I like to dip it in my coffee.
Yes. Did you always get the ones with chocolate on the back too?
Yes.
Oh, they're
Have you
so good.
tried
In the rolls?
Have you tried the Belgian what's it called? A stroop waffle? Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yep.
There's a
Yes,
place
stroop
in Richmond that'll do it on top of the latte. They'll
Oh,
just give
yeah.
you one as like the cap of your drink, and I'm like,
Yes,
so
thank
good.
you.
My mom had said that she's been eating like a lot of pumpkin biscotti.
Biscotti? Yeah.
Man, it's the season.
I don't know. I'm not like a big biscotti person.
It's too hard.
Yeah, and I get that you dip it in the coffee to then soften it, but then you're just drinking or eating a soggy cookie.
This is like, I get the whole cookie and milk thing, but I'm not a dipper.
Dippa.
I'm not a dipper. I'm not a dipper.
It's okay. You don't have to be.
I am a skinny dipper.
Oh wait, let's go to this one first before we hop into these, because these are guest taps.
Agreed.
And we just drank this one at our last stop.
Do you want to grab a glass, or do you want to drink out of the?
Well, let's see. Yeah. Let's see the coloring on this, baby. Do you want to do it?
I'm gonna guess pink.
Sure. That's pink guava. What if it's not? What if it's blue?
Imagine.
Oh no. Oh, it's just normal colored. It is in fact yellow, like beer.
So this is called I Love It When You Call Me Big Guava. And then on the back it says go biggie or go home. This notorious hazy yellow colored New England IPA is dry hopped with a biggie amount of Amarillo, El Dorado, and Mosaic hops. Pink guava augments the juicy guava, mango, and pineapple flavors of this beer. Raise this can in the air, you're a true player, R.I.P. B.I.G. Me gusta cuando me llamas Papa Grande.
I think this is good.
Oh my
Big
god, I
juicy
love
draw on that
that.
one. This one makes
Holy
me drool
shit.
a little bit, you know?
Also, look. It's Biggie. Get it with the crown?
Do you get it?
Do you get it?
Guys, do you get it?
I don't think they get it.
How many of our jokes do you think they don't get?
So many.
In an entire episode. Also, here's some winks for you guys playing along.
Hair flip.
I feel like I didn't wink enough during this episode.
It's because you're anxious. Anxiety and winks don't go together.
I'm not confident enough when I'm anxious.
Listen,
This is good. Look.
you're beautiful.
Oh.
You're beautiful and capable.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Thank you.
Now, we're gonna drink beer from a brewery where we just took a lot.
We just had this beer.
I know, and I think I chose it as one of my favorites. The Tropical
Yeah.
Pale Ale. We chose 3 favorites at Booneshine. We had a
Yeah.
really good time.
That was a great space. These Moonshine and Lost Province are very different breweries, but they're not too far. I mean, I think it was a 10-15 minute drive. Very different spaces. Like this brewery is right on fucking King Street in Boone. Like you can walk here from like anywhere.
I would call this a brew pub, and I understand that like logically, Booneshine would also be a brew pub because they have kitchens.
Yeah.
But I think of that as a brewery because it's like sprawling and they have this whole beer garden. Whereas here it's like amazing location, but it feels to me like a pizza shop that also has a brewery.
It's hard for breweries in cities to
Yes.
be like, I'm just a brewery. Like they have to also serve food. And like we went to a place in Seattle that reminds me a lot of this place. I'm blanking on the name of it, but literally right by the fish market.
Oh, it was Cloudburst.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it was like, okay, you walk in, and it's like they only had beer, but it felt like a similar vibe of like, hey, we're in the city, and like we've got a lot of beer to throw at you.
They had the sign that said, "Sorry, no kids,"
Yeah.
and I was like,
Yeah. And it was very busy when I went there, but it was like a year and a half
beer.
ago.
That was some of my favorites.
Well, they had a shit ton of IPAs. I think I got the one Goza they had on top.
We visited probably like a month or 2 before you guys. We visited it September, like the first week in September, and they already had all their pumpkin stuff. So like we went to Elysian also while we were there, and they are like famous for their pumpkin pack.
Yeah.
And we started drinking pumpkin, and I believe at Cloudburst we got into pumpkin season at that point. So I think that we got that everywhere. There was also Seattle Beer Company was on that little strip, and then there was one more that I can't think of the name of. But yeah, we fucking drink a lot of beer in Seattle.
Yeah, I mean that's what like we do when we travel.
Yeah.
It's like we hike and then we drink beer.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, we hike. We usually Andrew and I will go see a show of some kind. So we saw Mark Maron do stand up when we were in Seattle.
We did Goosebumps. What?
Goosebumps?
Why can't I fucking talk anymore? We saw a Jukebox the Ghost concert while we were there. My brain is slowly deteriorating in my head, guys. Like, what the fuck is wrong with me?
Okay, everything's fine.
Yeah, we do the same thing. Sometimes we'll plan trips around shows like that, so it's like, okay, we're gonna go to this show and then just figure the fuck what else we're gonna do. But I think we're all on the same page. It's usually like something active, something entertaining, lots of beer.
Well, this was like when we went to New Orleans, right?
Yep.
Every day it was like, all right, we're either gonna walk a fuck ton, which was like day one on Bourbon Street and all that shit.
Yep.
Or we're gonna do yoga at a brewery,
Yep.
and then like we like to do
Active things.
we like to
We're
work for
very
our beer.
on brand.
Can you imagine?
Amazing. Okay, so we have a cider in its Molly Chomper. We actually just bought their pumpkin one. This one doesn't say what kind it is. It just says Molly Chomper
Let's
cider.
guess.
It smells like apples, so we have that going
We'll be
for us
starting with apples.
for the cider. It just tastes like apples. I can't give you any other flavor profiles. It might just be like their cider.
That's a
Their staple cider.
That is a semi-sweet apple cider.
Yeah, and it's good. I mean, it tastes delicious.
All right, man. One of our shorter episodes.
Yeah.
What's your fave?
Oh man. I think I like the Oktoberfest.
I like the hipster juice.
Okay. The traditional, not the Hawaiian with the...
Correct.
Okay.
I like that one as like a dessert fun treat. But if I was gonna go order a beer somewhere, it would be this hipster juice.
All right.
And I would be wearing this beanie, these glasses, this flannel, and my combat boots.
Bless.
Actually, no, I'd probably be wearing my Converse. Hair flip.
Hashtag hipster. All right. What? I love you.
I'm so worried about you.
Oh, I'm fine.
Okay.
I'm happy.
Okay.
I want things sometimes to be like more put together than they are. But it's okay. We embrace chaos here at Work for Your Beer.
I will say, I prepared. I messaged the right people. It was not passed along within this.
But I will say, like, the team here handled this so well to be like, no, we're gonna get you set up and we're gonna do the tour and we're gonna give you all the things that you need. They have been fucking phenomenal. I just, I feel like sometimes it makes me a little anxious when I'm like, oh, we're like bothering people.
Right. Well,
You know?
and then I specifically to send them that message being like, here's what we need, just like a private space, a quiet, whatever. And I mean, I get we are not everyone's top priority. Maybe I get it. I think we should be. But no, I get that other people, they're worried about brewing. They're worried about, COVID. They're worried about so many other things. And so we're not going to be top of mind.
No, they gave us a good setup.
Absolutely. We are doing our best.
It's loud. It's been loud in both of the places we filmed today, and I'm like, fuck. Like, sound is the hardest part of video for me, I think. So, sorry if this is super loud. I'm gonna try and like phase out the background somehow with my iMovie skills. Let's see what happens. You wanna check this beer?
Yes.
Fuck yeah. Hail Satan.
Hail Satan.
Ooh, that one warmed the soul. I'm gonna fucking tear the shit out of this pretzel.
Let's eat it.
Bye.